going on, everyone? Welcome. It is Saturday. Crypto's pumping, so everyone must have smiles on their face. Well, maybe we got smiles on our face. I don't know. Guess it depends on power prices. So I see we got a few celebrities in the house. Mr. Red Panda Mining. We got Mr. Hobbyist Miner in there. We got Yashnik in there. How's everyone up to? Let's do a quick roll call. No one's really talking today. Slow morning by the looks of things, but that's okay. We got Yashnik, Alexander Fleener. Oh, where is it? Where's my button? Here we go. Budweiser. Let that echo do its thing. Oh, we got King Mining, Ultra Carbon, Sling Buzz, Wealth Talks, Jambo Rimback. Jambo Rimback? Is that how that rolls? Maybe. Ultra Carbon again. Jock McMiner, UK. Scrolling through. I'll try not to repeat too many times here. Chris Hanley, Wealth Talks, Ogre MGTOW. And yeah, it looks like that's everybody without repeating multiple times. So what's going on? How's everyone doing? And we're talking about a little bit of crypto here. So is mining profitable for you guys? Hey, Crypto Baltus, what's going on? Let's go into what to mine here. Kind of had a peek-see at things. Now, Caspa was profitable yesterday at like 3 or 4 cents or something after power at 11 cents per kilowatt hour, which is about what I pay in USD. Let me check my things. Okay, yeah. My screens have been messed up on me. I don't know if there's like a Streamlabs update or NVIDIA driver update that did it by itself or something, but things have been out of whack on my computer here lately. But we'll see. We're down to 2 cents after power, 30 cents before power on Caspa. Now, Caspa is interesting because a lot of people dual mine this, and I kind of notice more people kind of doing this these days. As you know, you can dual mine with a lithium and stuff like that. But people are starting to move because if everyone starts dual mining everything, obviously that moves the hash rate across everything around the same amount, and then both coins become unprofitable. And it's almost like you have to start decoupling the dual mining here, and people are now mining Caspa directly or mining a lithium or something directly to try and improve those gains here, because putting all your GPU power as much as you can without getting rid of some while dual mining is obviously resulting in a little higher of a hash rate. So that seems to be an option people are starting to move to. And if you were to go full power, like I said on Caspa here, you're making 2 cents here after power. That's not too bad. It all comes down to your power prices. So it's 11 cents. Ergo is, in terms of the main coins that people thought they were going to mine after the merge, seems to be losing the least amount. By losing the least, you're still losing 8 cents here per day. 26 cents if you had free power. We got Ubic, Vertcoin. What is that? Vertcoin here. 24. I hear a lot of people are mining Vertcoin lately too as well. So I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't really tried it myself. Are you guys mining Vertcoin? What are you guys mining? RTM, Crypto Baltus is rocking RTM at the moment. Nice. Callisto seems to be a fairly profitable one on ASICs. Now, the ASICs are still looking pretty good. I'm just going to run through here and have an idea on what's going on. Like your Jazz Miners, your Ipollos and stuff, got about 2,600, so 2.6 gigahash here at, what was the power? It's like 1,560 watts or something, I believe it is. 1,560 with everything at 2.6 gigahash. We calculate that up. And now Ubic, I don't know. They got to change this because as we know, I don't think these ASICs can mine Ubic anymore. It is now UBQ hash or whatever, kind of what ETC did in that case. But it's making $4.69 after covering your power. Here we have Callisto again, $3.66. It's been remaining fairly high above a lot of these other Ethash coins and stuff. So the profitability is there on that. We got FW here, it's 357. We got ETC 336. So, for ASICs, mining is still looking pretty good when it comes to ASIC mining. Now, why is Caspa? Oh, never mind. I still got, all the other presets here. I was like, what's going on with Caspa? Why is that in here? But that's why. So, Ethash, ETC hash coins here. But, it's still profitable, with ASICs and stuff like that. I thought I seen something in the chat here. Mining RTM. Budweiser's rocking some FLUX. We got Magi YouTube. Hello, Rabid. Hey, what's going on? Chris Hanley, Neoxa, LTC, and Doge. Yes, Doge is it seems to be a hot topic lately. As we know, Elon Musk did pick up Twitter, fired a lot of people. He's doing some stuff. Now, I saw a rumor, I don't know where it is, like, I just saw people talking about it. I never actually found the tweet or anything itself, but people are saying he may implement Doge within Twitter. So I don't know if that's true or not at all. Do you guys hear anything like that? Don't talk about Caspa rapid mining. No Caspa, guys. There's no Caspa talk around these parts. Panda said so. Anyway. All right. So anyway, a lot of people are starting to move towards these script coins. And because of it, the L3 pluses have been seeing some profitability. I believe we'll take a look at ASIC miner value in a minute. Obviously, the L7s are a huge moneymaker when it comes to script. They have been remaining profitable, and that has gone up. But there seems to be something going on. There's a rumor that within the next 6 months, I don't know for sure, but there will be a new script miner coming out from Bitmain. And it's going to be kind of interesting because if we follow the past, you know, Bitmain is now releasing a KDA miner, which is blowing past the rest of the market. It's leaps and bounds ahead. It's almost like 2 generations ahead of what everybody else has going. They also releasing, I can't remember what it is. They're coming out with another miner, and it's leaps and bounds ahead of the competition as well. So I wonder what this next script miner that they're doing, because somehow they got a hold of some magic alien chips and they're blowing the competition away here. So the L7 price, if you're looking into them right now, most likely, I still think the bottom of the crypto market hasn't really happened, but then we don't usually see crypto pumps happening around this time frame based on the past. So things may be going on a little bit differently here, which is good. Obviously, we want crypto to pump, but I still have a feeling that sometime December to February, we may see the bottom of the market just drop out of us, and then we'll, you know, maintain our sideways and slowly uptrend into the late 2024, mid 2025 all-time highs happening again. But we don't know because things are looking a little bit different. We have recession talks and all this other crazy stuff going on in the background, but it's interesting to see. So what's going to happen with L7s if Bitmain releases some magic new script miner? Is the price is going to dump down? So if you're looking at something and it's looking like because something is now profitable again, these third parties are trying to capitalize and they're increasing the prices across the L7s, across the KDA miners and so on, just to make a buck based on profitability. Now tomorrow, like I said, the bottom may not have been here yet. We will see more price drops and the bottom of these prices coming. And then with the new generation of script miners coming, the L7s will pretty much almost be obsolete. So you're going to be best maybe just waiting for them or check them and get them for very, very cheap later on. But it all comes down to the performance of a possible new script miner coming. Where is ASIC miner value here? Let's kind of have a look to see what profitability may be looking like on these current scripts. Now my L7 is still turned off. Now the reason being is I'm thinking about maybe turning it on. I believe it's probably profitable here. I just want to type that in though. L3 plus the 504. Okay, never mind. It's not. Okay, I'm at 11 cents. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit. L3 is not looking too hot anymore. Something happened. Hash rate went up, or I don't. The price is still up. I'm pretty sure the price is still looking pretty good. Let me pull up my phone here. I just want to take a look at the Litecoin price and stuff right now. So Doge is still looking good, 17.1 cents Canadian. Litecoin's at $94 Canadian. So yeah, the prices are definitely up. So this has probably, it's 100% network difficulty has increased, which did make this now negative 13 cents. People must be turning on their miners because we were profitable a couple days and the price is actually higher than what it was then. So that, you know, network difficulty is definitely playing a factor here. This is also 800 watts. If you run Hive on firmware, and I believe Bliss as well, you can keep your 504 mega hash, and this will maintain about 660 watts at the wall. So that would help this out and probably turn it into the profitability here, but I don't know. But it's very interesting here how these miners, now the L7 right now, 9.5, is that the one? I don't even know which one's the legit one these days. I think it's the 9.5, or is it 9.1? Regardless, $26 to $28 per day after power is looking pretty darn good here. Now, speculation. If Bitmain releases a new miner, what is it going to be? Let's just kind of look at past script here, CRY. Yeah, so look at past hash rates here. We got 3.35 gigahash on the gold shell LT6. Then we got the L7 coming in at 9.16. 3,400 watts versus 3,200 watts. This L7 is even leaps ahead. But if they come out with something new, are we going to see like 20 gigahash at slightly more power or maybe close to the same? I don't know. 15 gigahash maybe? I have no idea, but Bitmain is doing some crazy stuff, and that's going to be insane. Absolutely insane. Where's my screen here with the buttons? What do we got? Bitmain CKB miner. That's what it is, the CKB miner. Right, let's take a look at that. CKB. That's what it's called. So the latest gold shell is CK6 right now, and it's doing about 19.3 terahash at 3,300 watts. And speculations, because they like to blank everything out and, you know, hide numbers, which is what they did with the KA3. We're probably looking at something in the crazy 50 to 90 terahash mark, because I do believe it's still a double digit thing here, but it's going to be very high, and it's probably going to come in around the same power or less than the best gold shell miner. So I don't know what's going on with Gold Shell. I was talking to them, and they said they actually got hit with a surprise here. They're trying to find out what their break-even costs would be on anything, and they are trying to answer back with something in terms of Cadena as well as these other miners. But Bitmain is definitely throwing them a curveball here, and they're trying to figure things out. Rudpud's doing that. Okay, so what we got? Hanley, the L3s will be completely unprofitable at the halving next April, even without a new miner coming. Yes and no, Ultra Carbon. That's the, remember, Litecoin is halving, but I do believe most of the profits on the script algo right now is coming through Dogecoin merge mining. Now, if you're unfamiliar with merge mining, we kind of talked about it a little bit last week here on merge mining versus dual mining, where dual mining with a GPU, you're mining two separate algorithms. One's a mem based, one's a core based. You're just trying to utilize more of your GPU. Now, when you're merge mining with these ASICs, you're actually dishing out full hash rate within multiple algorithms at the exact same time at no extra power cost. So you're mining Dogecoin as well as Litecoin at the exact same time at, say, on your L3 Plus at a 504 megahash. And I believe a lot of these profits is coming in throughout the Dogecoin. So the Litecoin halving may not do much. It's definitely going to be felt, you know, depending on your profitabilities and stuff there. But, you know, pools like Litecoin Pool, for example, which is what I do use when I'm running a script miner, it merge mines Doge and Litecoin, but it only pays out in Litecoin. So it is swapping that Dogecoin into Litecoin and paying you out in Litecoin. So profitability will come down a little bit, but depending on the percentage of Dogecoin that's actually turning these miners profitable, it might not have that big of an effect that a lot of us think it may have. Unless Litecoin is, you know, obviously you're mining Litecoin directly or something. But we won't know the full details until this happens. But profitability will be dropping on a Litecoin halving for sure. We just don't know how much. It could be years until GPUs become profitable again. That's kind of a point. You know, it's very interesting. Like, GPUs, I think, will become profitable again. It will happen. It's just that personally, I feel that the current state of the coins we have right now are just too young. Like Flux, Ergo, and stuff, they just came around. A lot of these coins, Raven was 2018. Everything came out after the 2017 bull run. And this is the first bull run that a lot of these coins are seeing. Ethereum has been around for, you know, quite some time, and it had time to mature, do its things and stuff. So that's why I've always been kind of saying it's going to take a couple cycles. I don't think the next bull run is going to be too hot for us utilizing GPUs. It'll still become profitable, but I still think it may be less profitable at the peak of the next bull run. And by peak, I mean, if you sell all your coins right at the peak, if you can time it right, it may not be as profitable as the 2021 bull run, when Ethereum was around prior to the merge. We were just kind of hitting that bear market. We were making just under $1 a day, like a 3070, I think was what, 60 to 80 cents or something after power, which is pretty good. Obviously, we wish we had profits like that again right now, but I feel like this might be what the peak of the next bull run may look like. Hopefully we can hit something like that, but we might not even hit those levels at the peak of it, because Flux, Ergo, stuff like this, I think they need more time to mature. Now, it doesn't mean they won't do it. They could massively see huge explosions leading up to it. That could very well happen, but I just think they need more time to fully grow their networks and do what they plan on doing in the future, and that might lead into maybe two bull runs from now, which would be, if we're predicting on the 4-year cycles, 2025 would be the peak of the next all-time high bull run. That means 2029 we might see some nice huge gains coming across maybe Flux and Ergo and stuff. Now remember, Ergo is going to be a tough one to dictate. Like, we have to look at some crazy unimaginable numbers for it to be on par and pay out what Ethereum is. Just in 2025, we're losing 3 Ergo per block reward every 3 months. Right now it's around, where's my sheet here? I can't really remember what it is. I kind of have it coming down here. GPUs, Ergo, do I have it here? 3240. Oh, I have it right here. So here we can kind of see right now Ergo is currently paying 32,400 coin Ergo per 24 hours right here. And just prior, last month it was paying 34,560. Now every 3 months it's going to be dropping 3 Ergo on the block reward. So we're going to be down on October of 2023. So in about a year, we're going to be down to 23,760. And if we keep working this out, we're at a block reward of 45 Ergo right now. In 2025, that block reward is only going to be 12. And that means we're going to need like a $2,500 price in Ergo to be paying out the same amount to miners as just prior to the merge in the bear market of 21 million or something. Ergo, you can see right now it's only paying, well, at current price, whenever I did this, only paying $55,000 with its miners. Right now it's paying 75,000. Prices are up a bit. This isn't accurate right now, but you can get an idea of the block rewards every 3 months as they come down throughout Ergo. Now Flux has a halving coming up. I'm not sure if that only affects the node, if it's a node halving, or if it's a block reward as well, but they got a lot of parallel assets coming into that, but it's going to need some massive price increases as well. And the problem here, the main problem that's going on is no one is really selling. 2021 brought, just like 2017, brought a lot of more miners into the network. 2021 was huge in terms of Ethereum mining addresses, crypto addresses across the board, and hardware sales. People bought a massive amount of hardware sales, and we all have, these hopes and dreams of setting up mining farms, going commercial, industrial, whatever. So no one's selling their hardware. So we may be shutting off. My GPUs are off, and we're just waiting for the difficulty to drop. Once that difficulty does drop, people are just going to be turning back on, and it's like day one, right after the merge, the difficulties are going to be spiking again. And now everyone's like, oh, okay, never mind. Hardware's still here. We turn back off and we're just waiting. So what's different this time around is Ethereum is worse than any previous crypto winter. Previous crypto winters, we were at least making a couple cents after power and stuff on, on some of these coins like Ethereum, Ravencoin and stuff. But this time there's just too much hardware that none of these coins can handle it. And I do think it's going to take a couple cycles. We're still very early into this winter and bear market type of thing. So, like previous, 2022, end of 2023, early 2024, we may see people start giving up. And that's when we'll see the bottom of these prices. That's if everything plays out the way it used to play out. It might not. We're seeing an abnormal pump here in December. Actually, we're in November, not December. I'm already thinking of Christmas. But in the early December of the first early bear market. So it's different this time. It is a little bit different, but we'll have to wait and see if that bottom actually comes when it used to come in the previous bear markets, or if we're going to maybe already hit it and start moving up. So things could be changing this time, and that will play a dramatic effect into all this. But I still feel in terms of GPUs, there's just too much hardware and too many people holding on to their hardware, waiting for it to become profitable again. That's what's different this time about the previous bear market. So it's going to be interesting in this whole operation. Anyway, does that kind of make sense to some of you guys? And what I'm kind of pointing out there is just that the GPU coins can't support the hardware that's currently out there. Flux halving is a reward halving. So is that for the nodes, Gordon? That's just for a reward halving for the nodes. That's not like an actual block halving. Maybe they don't do that. I'm not 100% sure. Flux cumulus node payout goes from 5 to 2.5. Okay, so it sounds like it's just a node thing. So on the mining side, we should be okay. We got the parallel assets. Everything is good. So that's awesome. Crypto pump this time last year also. That's true. But we're moving into a bull market. We're around a bull market kind of at this time last year, weren't we? Let me see. We're 2022, 2020, end of 2021. We got to look at that. Let me just jump into coin market cap here and look at BTC. Let's take a quick peek at BTC. Oh no, what is going on? Why is it so light? Why is it so bright? So let's just go to all here, and we're just going to kind of jump in. Bam. We're going to go rewind. So where was the peaks here? So we have, yeah, 2021, 11, 12. Yeah, we're in a bull market. Of course, it's going to pump at this point, but now we're coming down. And we're actually seeing increases again, which we don't usually see in the previous bull runs. By previous bull runs, you know, let's just rewind here to the 2017, 2018 here. We can see within the same time frame, when we hit this part, July, August, we've seen these pumps. We saw it this summer as well. Even going in the bull market, we've seen it. So it was normal. And then usually we fall into that bottom about 1 year from the all-time high is usually when the bottom hit right here. And that's where I am, you know, kind of predicting 1 year from our all-time high will happen around December to February here for that bottom to hit. And the same thing happened back in 2013. Is the 2013 one? Yeah. So here's 2013. We're going in from the all-time high. It was in December 2013, 4 years before 2014 or 2017 there. And then the bottom happened here in January, about 1 year from the all-time high. So that's kind of how I'm going on here. But what's different is we didn't see these November, December pumps. It was slowly like a downward spiral here. So where is December? Oh, wait, what's this? This is November. Oh, we went up a little bit actually here in 2014. November. Okay. November 1st, 2014, we did see a spike in Bitcoin, 367 to 400 or to 438. That's those little price jumps. That's actually quite a bit. So we actually did see that. And then I guess mid-December, we went to that cliff. So let's go to 2017. Maybe this is another normal rotation, guys. This may be normal. So just be prepared for this. Okay, we're going into the bottom here. So where's November? So yeah, here November, it did not happen. Looks like November 15th, November 10th, 2018. Yeah, that's when we just started plummeting. So what is that? That's in like 5 days. So in 5 days, let's see what happens in 5 days, guys. We have 5 to 6 days here. We're going to start plummeting like we did in 27. Oh, what the heck is going on? I'm still on. Stay connected. I wanted to go through that in a minute. So yeah, in 2018, we started plummeting around this November 11th. And that bottom came at December 15th here. And in 2014, we've seen the bottom hit in January. But usually it's around the thing, which is why I'm guessing, anywhere between December to January, February here, we'll probably see the bottom. Now, when did this plummet here again? When did you plummet? Where's the bottom? Right there. So December. So we started going down December 6th in 2014. So yeah, I guess we did see highs coming in. So that's interesting. I didn't really follow that. I was just looking when the last time it pumped. I didn't look during this pump, but it looks like these are normal pumps as well. So okay. All right, there we go. Confirmed. These are normal pumps that we usually see in November and stuff as well. So that's interesting. So here it comes down. December to January, February. What's going to happen? What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to hit a, plummeting cliff and actually hit that bottom? Now, based on the historical facts, 2013 to 2014, the all-time high to the absolute low was about 82%. And in 2017 to the 2018 low, from the high to the low, it was actually 84%. It dropped. We lost a 2% more than we did in 2013, 2014. So in this one, going from 82 to potentially 86%, which would be another 2% on top of that, we're looking at anywhere between a 12 to 14K BTC bottom. And as we know, the other coins will follow it, losing quite a bit more on top of that. So it'll be interesting to see what the bottom actually is. But based on history and, you know, these little pumps and when they happen, which seems to be even now in this time frame happened in the past ones, we could see Bitcoin drop down to, you know, that 12 to 14K range, which is interesting. Time to buy some crypto at that point, guys, obviously. And then whatever the other altcoins, they'll drop to whatever their levels are throughout that Bitcoin drop. So that's kind of how I seen everything going on. And, you know, last month I did stablecoin up most of my crypto because we were hitting that, you know, that peak through the summer there. It lasts for about 5-6 weeks. We were coming upwards of 5.5 weeks. And I'm like, okay, so this is based on history. This is going to happen. And so far I have been up until this week because I didn't pay attention to this week. And it looks like I would have gained a little bit if I wouldn't have done that. But, you know, I'm not actually down that much. And I have been above everything prior to this past week here. So I think I'm doing all right. And I still think that bottom's coming. And we'll just see what happens. Dennis Mavich, what's going on? Check Duro price today. Yeah, I saw Duro. It hit almost $7 Canadian. I don't have Duro on here. But yeah, it's almost hit $7 Canadian. I saw that a little earlier here, and it's, what is that, over 5 or 6 USD? Let's take a look at Duro price. Duro price. Yeah, just go Duro price. Should pop up. CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. Go to this screen here. So 510 USD. Nice, nice. So let's just jump that to Canadian dollars. That is 687. Nice. So yeah, Duro price is looking good. That sucks because, like, I believe I sold a little bit for power when it was at like $6.20. I was like, okay, that's not a bad price. It's pretty good. Didn't have to use too many coins to cover my power expenses. If we actually go into here, let's go to the CPU mining profit calculator. Now, I don't want you guys to, you know, drip your heads down because everyone used to say how bad CPUs used to be. Well, we know how bad they are now, and, you know, we're kind of hinting that this is going on. But let's just take a look. My farm currently on Duro is making about $23 USD before power and $15 after power. That's not too bad. Duro seems to be rocking the roll upwards. We got VCAX coming at $5.70 after power. We got Bitorium at 5.63. Raptorium's even $3.23 after power. Dragon Coin's $3.13, $2.90. Vertcoin 53 cents, 18 cents after power. So there's a lot of CPU mineable coins here that can cover your power and make you money. Unlike when we look at the GPUs here, it's just loaded with negative numbers and it's depressing to look at. And to make it even more depressing, look at this. We went over the Evergreen miner. So I now have 24 terabytes, you know, in hard drive size, 22 terabytes in working hard drive plots. We're making 26.9 cents. So pretty much 27 cents now with the price coming up. Before power, we're only using about 15 to 20 watts here. So you're using 6 cents in power per day. So 20 cents profit paying your power in Chia, but 26.9 cents before power. So even on like 3070s, look at this, 30 cents. Oh wait, do I still have this in? I still got this in. Cancel that. Let's look at the 3070. 3070. Where are you? I butchered it. Come back to me, 3070. There you are. Let's go in there. So like, look at a 3070 before power, like 36 cents. Aeon's doing good though. That's at 30 cents. 30 cents. Ubic, 21 cents, 24 cents, 33, 18, 18, 18, 17, 17. So even if you had free power, Chia with 22 terabytes working plots is more profitable than free power 3070. And they're close to about the same price, depending where you can find hard drives and stuff. So that's kind of interesting playing that out. And plus you're only using 15, 20 watts. So that doesn't even affect your power bill at all. It's crazy looking how things are happening during this bear market where it used to be all in GPUs, go, go, go. And now everything else seems to be more profitable at this point. And it comes down to the very same reason. Ethereum left. No other coin can support that hardware, and everyone is holding on to their hardware. So it'll be an interesting future for sure to see how these play out and what coins will eventually start taking off and pumping and when that actually starts to happen. The whole global economy is going down. Yeah, for sure. It totally is. It's going. Yeah. Anyway, I want to talk about the Duro Poker tournament. It's coming up. We do have 60 club members. So 60 of you guys have been approved. If you're unaware, the next Saturday, 1 week from today, is the Duro Poker Community Tournament, and there's 60 people currently inside of this. I do believe the Google Docs is still in the description, so you have all the links to everything you need for signing up and everything there. I did do a video on how to sign up if you're unaware of how to do this. And then if we actually go into the tournament itself, only 38 of you guys have registered. So just because you get in to the club, you're still not registered for this tournament. Like I said, there's 60 people that are in the club now, but only 38 of you guys have registered. So be sure to hit that register button once you are accepted into this club. That would be this green button right here, but right now it's red to unregister. So just want to point out, get accepted and then register up. Make sure you get it done or you will not be able to play in that tournament. There's over 2,000. Actually, it's worth more now. Do I have the Duro price up there now? Still? Yes, I do. Awesome. So I wrote it down. 400. Where is it? 429 Duro is going away in prizes. That's almost 3,000 Canadian dollars. And in USD, that is $2,187 worth of prizes in Duro for playing in that tournament. All you got to do is hit top 30 and you are in for at least a 3 Duro prize. So even if you make top 30, 21 to 30 or 11 to 30 or something is worth 3 Duro, that's 15 USD just for playing. That's awesome. Nice free cash for you guys. Drop like an earthquake, made it. Is there a coin profitable? Bot Life Gamer, profitable for what? It all depends on your power price, what you want to mine with, and so on. I'm assuming you're referring GPUs because that's just what most people have these days. But I'm always a strong believer of, just like crypto, don't throw all your eggs in one basket. And that's why, I always went like a half and half split. I love CPU mining, so I went half CPU, I went half GPU as I was going up. Now, obviously, my GPUs are off. We've seen what was coming within the merge and how it's going to affect everything. And we're about what was expected with no Ethereum around. And it's going to be like this for a very long time. So I have been slowly expanding other means like Chia, like CPUs, and I don't even know what else there is. There's heliums out there. It's still not doing too great, but the helium is still a thing. It's probably, if you get lucky enough, I guess that's more of a luck based thing. You make a few cents, but yeah. But in the end, it comes down to your power price. What do we got here? TD at Rabid mining. The only GPU mineable coins would be profitable. Some that are away from public eyes. When it shows up on a video, it will get unprofitable. I start thinking the only unpopular coins will be worth mining before they touch YouTube content creators. Yeah, no, that's a very true, and that's definitely a mining strategy. Is I showed you guys how to previously look for profitable coins, and I also showed you how to set up that spreadsheet to check out your own profitability before you even pointed your rigs at it. And it does take some research. Every day you got to be checking networks, hash rates, prices, and so on to know what is profitable at the time. And then it also comes down to volume. I showed you what to look for in terms of selling volume. You never look at the current price. You look at what your guesstimated coins per day that you would be mining based on your farm, and then go to that level within the exchange where the volume is, so that you do know that you could market sell that coin right now and be able to get that payout. So these are all variables when looking for coins. Don't just look at the current price, because usually you look at an exchange, you're like, oh, it's at 0.02 cents. And then all of a sudden, if you go to sell, you'll see the next bid under that. It could be like 50% less or something. So when you do your campaigning on if it's profitable or not, you do have to go to where the volume of that coin actually is and not at its current price. And that's how you will know if you can sell it right now and be profitable or not. But you're very true on that. The coins that aren't in the public eye usually will be the most profitable, especially at times right now. And people that don't do the work, they're just going to hang out or shut off on the main coins, or like I said, shut off their rigs. But the people that do the work, you can keep your GPUs fairly profitable if you're selling every day, and you got to do all the work. You got to be watching all these networks constantly to do so. Will we ever get to $1 profit on a GPU someday? It's hard to say. I don't really know. It may, and it depends on the GPU. So $1 profit. So that means after power. Maybe. Like I said, it's still too young. Now, also, a lot of new miners came into 2021, and these are very common questions, 100%. So if we look in the past, 2017 and stuff, it came in another little mini, not quite as big as 2021, but obviously a lot bigger than 2013. We do see more mining booms coming in, and depending on the price of Bitcoin and how it's getting sourced out and everything, more and more miners flood in with each new bull run. Now, 2021 brought in a lot of new miners. And a lot of these miners are either just expanded from 2017. The people from 2017, they kind of know what's going on. 2021 new miners, they're probably holding on, reading, hoping that something will get better. But eventually, they'll probably end up selling their hardware here. And it usually, when the bear market first starts, the big sell-offs won't happen for about 1.5 to 2 years after the winter started. And that's when we'll hit those bottoms. So we're really going to have to wait to see how many new miners actually are going to sell off, how many veteran miners will maybe even sell off, or what's going on in the markets in general, because we can never predict what's happening. So we may see that if we do see Flux or some coins really start to explode, maybe even FW, maybe ETC. ETC does need only like a 5-6 times increase from where it is right now, and it'll probably be able to support some GPUs and be decently profitable. It won't be at $1, but it doesn't need very much of a price gain to support networks. It's a very large coin, but still a fraction of what Ethereum was, but it has pretty much the best chance to absorb a lot more miners and be profitable. A lot of ASICs there as well, so we have to keep that in mind. And ASIC manufacturers trying to sell their ASICs as well, so that'll be a lot of factors to determine as well. But it's too soon to tell. We're gonna really won't know anything in terms of the next bull run probably until late 2023 and see where the hash rate sits. Now, if enough hash rate does fall off the networks in terms of getting rid and actually quitting, then we may see potentially upwards of close to $1 per GPU type of profits in the next one. Now, if people are just holding on to their hardware and not selling off and just waiting for the prices to start peaking up again and looking good, we may not see that $1. We may only see maybe like 60 cents or something, because I don't know, as I mentioned earlier, I don't see the huge explosions happening on a lot of these GPU coins in the next bull run. They're going to go up for sure. They're going to go times 2, times 3, times 4 of where they are right now, definitely. But I don't think they're going to hit the levels to hit that type of profitability that everyone is used to and waiting for again. That's going to take a couple cycles, still. So I don't really know the full answer on that. So you got to keep that in the back of your mind as well. Can you briefly touch on FPGA miners and why they seem profitable, but people seem to have nothing good to say about them? Again, remember, a lot of us crypto miners, well, I don't know how to say this I don't know how to say this in a way where I'm not trying to offend anybody, but think about it. As crypto mining evolved, it got easier and easier. Now you just buy a GPU, you watch a video, you do whatever. No one does their own overclocking anymore. Some still do, get that wrong. Some get that. Some do their own testing still. That's a very good thing. I recommend everyone should have their own test bench. Test at the wall, test your powers, know what's going on within your farm. That way you know how much power you're really using and stuff. But a lot of people just, look at nice hash, point and click, medium overclocks, good to go. Everything's automated and easy to use. So when it comes to FPGA mining, you got to start getting very technical. You got to program these things. You need your bitmaps or bit frames. I can't remember what they're called. And then you also need like a smart dev to either make them for you, or if you can make them for yourself, obviously. But it takes a lot of programming. You got to do a lot of things. Now, if you can actually get your hands on a decent FPGA and you can program it yourself, you would not touch a GPU currently when it comes to like Ergo, for example. There's reports of some version 3 FPGAs on Ergo doing about 900 mega hash at 200 watts. That's insane. Almost a gigahash at only like 200 watts for the level 3s. I believe 4-year-old Gen FPGAs are doing about 300, 400 mega hash at maybe 250 watts. But so they are very good, but that's just a pain in the arse to get them up and running. So these are some things to keep in mind, that it takes a lot more work to run them. But if you can get them running and stable, and the coin ends up not realizing that they're on the network, or either they just don't care and they're just ignoring it, then you can be very profitable even right now with some of these newer FPGAs. Like I said, Ergo, 900 megahash, 250 watts, you are going to be raking in some profits. No matter how bad people say GPUs are bad on, that FPGA is going to be racking in profits. So yeah, Bitstreams, Charles, there it is. So Bitstreams, that's what it means. And this is on various other coins as well. I believe the Jazz miners, they're not really an ASIC. They're almost kind of set up a little bit like an FPGA based on some of the rumors that I heard. So that's kind of an idea to get that in, but it's only dedicated, it's set for that. Nothing's changing. So that's kind of what I want to point out there. FPGAs, they are good, but they take a lot of work to get them running, and you got to be very tech savvy. So that's pretty much the argument with FPGAs. I personally don't have one. I wish I did. I'm talking to one mining farm who I talk to quite a bit and get a lot of my rumors from, but they may send me out a potential older FPGA to play around with the Bitstream for Ergo and stuff already. So I do definitely want to try that out and see how it works. I believe that's the 400 megahash at like 250 watts or something, but we'll see what happens if I can ever get my hands on it. Me personally, I'm doing what I did last 2020. Yeah, so if people have been around for a while, you kind of, this was going to happen. Obviously, we have the difference of no Ethereum this time, but moving into 2021, we didn't really expect Ethereum to hit levels it may have hit, but it did do that. Why? Because of DeFi user base. So many users, so much money got pumped into Ethereum in 2020, moving into 2021. So really, we need some coin. A coin needs to think outside the box here. FLUX is doing that in terms of, their whole ecosystem, Web3 decentralized, running nodes, trying to take over the, the whole AWS thing. Like, they got a huge thing going on that is different, which gives them massive potential for these price gains. But I don't think they're going to get it done within the next 3 years by 2025. I think it's going to take till probably 2 more bull runs to do so. But when they do, we could see that type of Ethereum level integration and investors coming in. So there is huge potential there. I just don't think it's going to happen by the time we all want it to happen. But, good things take time. Utility, exactly. Utility. It takes utility and users and investments. And we have, now this is another thing. We have all this hardware on the network. Now, Ravencoin, for example, a whole bunch of hash rate went into Ravencoin. Now, miners produce a lot of sell pressure. And I talked about this previously about 2 miners and stuff. And it seems like everywhere you go, this is what you look at. Oh, you're mining this, converting to BTC. You go to 2 miners, you're converting into BTC. You're buy this ASIC, or you convert into BTC. Everyone's trying to get these BTC payouts. That is 100% sell pressure coming from you. So if everyone goes to Ravencoin and they're mining it and getting paid out in BTC, well, you're killing Ravencoin. That's pretty much putting a gun at it and saying, good night, Ravencoin. You're never going to pump unless somehow Ravencoin magically finds a way to do something totally different, which they're not. Everyone's pretty much doing the same thing. You look at white papers, all you see is NFTs. You see asset creation, you see this. They all look the same. There's no coins that are doing anything different. So why would you invest money into it? That's what I'm seeing here. This is where I think Flux is probably going to prevail eventually, because they are actually trying to do something different. But most of the coins, they're pretty much doing the same thing, taking over from what Ethereum did. They started the DeFi. They started the DEXs. They started, all this operation. That's what brought the people to them. And now they're just going from there. So now that seems to be the new normal. If your coin has to support all this, plus do something better, faster, and cheaper. That's what it's going to take to get investments. So if you're mining these coins and the investors are not coming into it, and they're going to increase that price over the sell pressure that the miners are creating, that coin has nowhere else to go except down. So kind of keep that in the mind there, you guys. So that's what's going on here. So getting paid out in Bitcoin, you may thinking, yes, I'm holding that Bitcoin, but you're killing the project you're mining, because all you're doing is throwing selling pressure. No matter how much you believe in it, you're selling it and you're getting paid out in a different coin that ultimately you hope you believe in. It just comes down to the same thing. Mine what's the most profitable, and convert it to whatever you want to hold if that's not your most profitable coin. And that does seem to be Bitcoin, but it just hurting the other coins and going up in value by doing things like that. So just keep that in the back of your head when you're kind of mining things and just thinking, oh, the profits will always be there. But if the only direction the coin has to go is down, then obviously hash rate will start pulling off of it. People will see this, it becomes less and less secure, and then it opens up for attacks and so on. So it's just a huge chain wave of things that happen from some easy to do convert to Bitcoin operations. So yeah, just my 2 cents on that. Try deploying your Docker containers on Flux. It's actually pretty easy. Interesting. Yeah, I've been talking to some of the Flux team about some projects to try and do, and they are working on it, and they haven't got back to me on it yet, but I think it's going to be interesting once they do. But I'm not allowed to give too many more details on the whole operation yet, but once I get more details, I'll let you know. But I am trying to work with them on a few things. What do we got here? Try deploying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If Bitcoin pumps, everything will be okay. Unless everyone's selling the other coins. Lots of miners mined ETH and got BTC. Did the same sell pressure apply to ETH? Yes and no, because a lot of people are holding ETH as well. So it's a different story. Look at the market cap of Ethereum. Look at all the exchanges. Look at all the volume. There's a ton of investors, a ton of miners, and a ton of central stakers and whatever else going on there. So no, mining ETH and getting paid out in BTC by, 10% of the miners is a little different than if 10% was doing it on Ravencoin or something, because it's such smaller and such lower volume. The smallest changes in buy or sells change prices by a lot. And that's why you see in a lot of these smaller exchanges, smaller coins, price going up so fast and down so fast, these big spikes back and forth, because of the volume isn't there. Ethereum, it didn't affect Ethereum like it would. Plus it had a lot more investors on top of the sell pressure, which is why the price went higher. Yeah, a lot of people are holding ETH to run validators. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I don't trust ETH anymore. Yeah, it's very interesting. I saw a report this morning that 77% of all the Ethereum validations were censored. So it's all approved by censorship locations, and only 13%, whatever that works out in math the other way. The other number is on the non-censored side. So it's interesting. There's a lot of, rumors about forks and splits and yada, yada, yada. As we do know, before the merge even happened, they had that big, huge censorship conversation where the devs are getting mad at each other. And they literally, most of them said, we'll just quit if censorship happens. And we are seeing that happen right now. So are they going to hold up to their word? Are they going to quit? Are they going to split? Are they going to go somewhere else or just quit altogether? Who knows? But I think over the next year or two, we're going to see some crazy things happen. Now, what if Vitalik's dream crashes and burns? What if they do have to split and go 50% POS, 50% proof of work, or maybe even if the devs take off? What if the devs just leave and go to ETC or something? That could happen as well. We have no idea, but it's going to be very interesting the next few months here. Thank you very much, Hawk, for the 199 US. Bull market coming sooner. Flux will take over the world. I added the world part there. I think I added more emphasis. But thank you very much, Hawk. Red Pots member for 10 months. Boop, boop, 10. Congratulations. Thank you for being a member for 10 months. Much appreciated, 100%. At Rabid, what about if the miners, instead of selling at market price, they sell a little higher? That way the price will always go up, right? Well, you're still selling. So, not really. I don't know. And remember, like if you sell a little higher, so say it's at 2 cents and you're selling it, trying to sell a coin at 2.01 or something, the price still has to hit that levels. Now, there's a difference between normal trade volume. You got your limits and sells where you set your price, and then there's market sells. Now, what really makes the price go up and down in those swings and movements are those market buys and sells. People want the coin, they're going to hit that market, they're going to buy up and eat up those sell reserves, right? And people that want to get rid of their coin now, dump it, get whatever, they're going to hit that market sell. And that's what makes the price actually move up and down, is through those market orders, not really the limit orders where you set your prices. YTF would someone buy at a higher price? That's very true too. Yeah, when you're trying to sell at the higher price, it's more like you're trying to take a profit at an X amount. Yeah. I start to think crypto is fake. What? That's crazy talk. That's crazy. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. Now I'm not sure what to do. Wait for Shanghai, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. I would just hold out. Ethereum's gonna go up. Like, well, I can't guarantee that. Nothing is guaranteed, but Ethereum's Ethereum. Whether you're a miner and hate it because they left, or you're a user of crypto or whatever, Ethereum, I think it's gonna do really good. Like, it's gonna go up next bull run for sure. It's gonna hit new all-time highs. That's probably pretty much a given, but we can't guarantee it. We still don't know. There's going to be a lot of uncertainty from now until that happens. Like all the censorship stuff. What are the devs going to do? Now, if everyone just remains as is, stays on board, developing whatever, it's going to go up. That's where the baseline is. Default, it's going to rise and do its thing. But there's a lot of politics going on with it right now, and that could do something else. We'll see. Definitely see what happens. Thoughts on Caspa? I'm not allowed to talk about it because Panda's told me not to mention Caspa. I don't know if Panda's still here. He hasn't said anything for a while. But currently right now, let's take a look. 105 watts. Calculate. Caspa is currently, current 11. Okay, so I don't know what happened. Either the difficulty just went up a little bit or the price went down. I'm assuming it's a difficulty thing. Caspa is breaking even right now on a 3070. So it has huge potential. It's been seeing gains, guys, like crazy. Let's just actually go through this. Where is Duro? Oh, I don't know where it is now. Okay, where is my app here? Caspa is currently, where are you? Caspa. Trying to check my phone. So it's up 19.67%. That's pretty good. Caspa, during those market pumps and downs, it's seeing nice gains. So future of Caspa could be really bright. It hasn't seen a bull run yet. It may see some, obviously, it's going to hit some new all-time highs. We don't know what those levels will be, but it could be fairly high. So that's all I can really say right now. When it comes to mining it in terms of profitability, it's breaking even. So if you do have to use your crypto to pay power, you're pretty much mining for a hobby and you're not making anything because you're selling it all to cover that power at this point in time. That's at 11 cents kilowatt hour. Remember, if you have cheaper power, go for it. Now, current break even, we did see this may have increased it a bit. Now, it has been at 6 cents for a little while here. Oh, that's 60 cents. We may be upwards of the 8-cent mark now, depending on prices and hash rate. So yeah, so 6 cents is definitely profitable now. Remember, last week before, we kind of check in on this. Break even was 6 cents power. We are now probably up around that 8-cent range. As difficulty comes down, price goes up. The break even equilibrium across these coins is higher in terms of power costs. So we're still profitable on Caspa at 8 cents here, 2 cents here. But we're hitting the negatives here. So here's a coin dependent thing. So we're not break even here. 8 cents is not break even. Maybe 7 cents is break even. Ergo is at 4 cents, 4 cents, 3 cents, 1 cent, -1, -3, -4. Ooh, okay, maybe it was still 6 cents. We just didn't scroll down enough. So yeah, we're at 7 cents now. 1, 1. -2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 8. All right, so yeah, I guess break even is still around that 6 to 7 cent mark, depending where you are. But what's interesting though, remember we talked about equilibrium a little bit and stuff. There is no coin standing out. There's no coin standing out than the others. Now you're probably like, what do you mean? What do you mean there's no coin standing out? We got Flux, we got Ergo. People are talking about these coins. These are the coins to go to. When it comes to profitability and equilibriums, they're all pretty close to the same. Now look at this. Look at the B4 power, free power cost. Now Bitcoin Gold is 36 cents. Yes, some are higher, some are lower. But overall, these are all within 5 cents of each other. It comes down to network hash rates and power costs of, the efficiency of the algorithm at this point. Ergo is 26 cents. 31 cents on nice hash here. Vertcoin 24, 21, 27, 27, 27, 26, 26. There's no coin that's leaps and bounds above the other ones. We have reached an equilibrium in terms of GPU mining, which means the hash rate across all these coins are balanced out to equal around the same amount of money. So it almost doesn't matter what you mine. This is where it does come down to your power costs, to what you believe in, and to what the efficiency of the algorithm that coin runs on. So obviously, for an example, if you're just trying to mine the most profitable, or you want to use the least amount of power, you're going to mine something like Ergo. Even Flux is fairly efficient algorithm over something like Kapow, Meow Coin, or something, because Kapow is one of the worst algos when it comes to power consumption. But we have reached that equilibrium in terms across the board. Now it's going to come down to what coin is going to take off, how many people turn back on their rigs, and where, the market goes. But in terms of a balance, we're hit it. We're right in the middle now. We're pretty much balanced out right across the board in terms of GPU mining profits right now at free power. What about Neoxa? You like gaming? Yes, Neoxa has a future for sure. They already seen 151% attack. They seem to be recovering. Hopefully they do not get any more, and hopefully they do see price gains to increase the. Hopefully Neoxa. Oh my gosh, stop it. No, okay, we already talked about this, so I can close you. How do I shut it off? I can't do it. Okay, stay connected. Close. All right, so Neoxa is a tricky one though, so let's kind of talk about what I think needs to happen. You guys probably don't care what I think, but this is what I think needs to happen here. So Neoxa does have potential. A lot of people are loving it. Proof of gaming, proof of play, gaming. Billions of gamers are out there, and if they start adapting ways to make passive income through crypto, that could help the coin explode as well. There's a lot more cryptos getting into gaming, but Neoxa got attacked once. It's a 12-hour confirmation to send it to an exchange. Now, how can we make that safer? Obviously, it needs more hash rate. In order for more hash rate to go to a coin, it's going to need to bring more value. So Neoxa is going to have to grow in value to get the hash rate onto the network for profitability and whatnot. And then once the increase of security comes in, then we will probably see Neoxa pump even more into the future, because exchanges at that point will be able to reduce them confirmations again. Once they can reduce those confirmations, you got nice faster transactions, not 12-hour transactions. So like example, right now it's 12 o'clock my time. If I wanted to sell some Neoxa, I would send my coins right now. It will get there at midnight tonight. That's how bad it is right now in Neoxa, and I think this is hurting the coin long term. But regardless, a lot of people are into it. So once we see more security, hash rate come into there, prices going up, then once people are getting into it, more investors, okay, this is a fast transaction at this point because of the security. Everything was removed. ETC still has yet to do this, or I believe the exchanges for ETC. So they're still fighting that from a couple of years of their attacks. But once it does happen, then faster transactions mean more investors will probably use the coin, users will use the coin, and then that increases to further price increases for the future. So that's kind of what I see has to happen with Neoxa. You can pump it up all you want, but while it's sitting at attack vector, attack easy attackable and cheap to do so, and high confirmations, I think that's really hindering the coin right now. So until it sees more value gained through gaming and all that stuff, and more people looking into it, it will then get better traction, better price, better for the miners, and better for the coin. Hopefully that kind of helps out. Hopefully that kind of answered that question. I probably didn't explain it the best way, but yeah. I think it's better that there's no ETH killer, but instead there's a number of viable GPU and CPU projects building out niches markets. Yeah, that's very true too. It's nice to have, it's like, what are you mining? ETH. That's all everybody talked about. It's a no-brainer. It's pretty much a mindless zombie mining. You buy a GPU, you point it at ETH, you make money. Buy a GPU, you point it at ETH, you make money. Now it's like, okay, do I buy a GPU? Should I do that? Is it going to pump? Do I wait for more people to sell? Prices will come down. There's not much of a demand. A year from now, I could double up my farm for the same amount of money as doing it, for getting half my farm right now. So things are going to change. These are things you got to think about for the future. And everything's fairly even at this point in time. And it just comes down to the algorithm that this coin is currently using. Caspa, very efficient. Very, very efficient algorithm for sure. Why does that say 13 cents now? What happened? Oh, never mind. I'm at 6 cents. Forgot I was doing that. I'm like, what happened? Caspa just pumped or something. Oh, there we go. We're at 1 cent. So Caspa is now 1 cent profitable after power. Now remember, that's not dual mining. Caspa is not 1 cent profitable after power dual mining. You're going to have to full-fledged your rig onto it. No dual mining. Like when I opened up this stream and when Panda said, don't talk about Caspa, I'm just kidding. He's probably mining it. But people are leading away. Dual mining used to be a thing. You know, the first people doing it is a good thing when there's not much hash rate. But as more and more people do things, that means like full hash rate is going across Caspa at this point. So you're going to have to convert from dual mining to straight mining. So instead of dual mining, Ergo plus Caspa, Ergo plus a Lithium or something, people are starting to mine straight Caspa only, straight a Lithium only. Dual mining is probably slowing down and not really a thing anymore because the profits are there if you do it yourself. Now, if you start dual mining, the profits aren't there. You're losing more power, or you're burning up more power in the process to do so. And you're also increasing your dev fees through the miner devs, which cuts out of your profits as well, utilizing dual mining software and stuff. So, you know, a whole bunch of little things do come to play if you really want to maximize your profitability. And right now it is kind of looking like people are not dual mining Caspa, they're just straight up going straight to it, because then it is profitable and it is covering power bills depending on your power price. What do you feel about NiceHash solo gambling? Now, depends how the question goes. Now, depending who asks it, now Fully Electric, I'm pretty sure you're aware of how the whole thing operates. But depending on who asked that question, they could be looking for different answers. So one is, some people think NiceHash is a profit switch and now you're solo mining, yada, yada. So the solo thing, as far as I'm aware, it's all towards the buyer. And I think this is why NiceHash every day for the past week or two, you have seen ETC hash and ETH hash algorithms within what to mine and stuff hit to some pretty high levels. And I think it is due to this solo mining thing. So as a miner coming on to NiceHash and just renting out your rigs, you're not solo mining, you're not doing anything. All you do is you're getting paid out in Bitcoin based on a buyer's bids. Now this solo mining thing, it's a big marketing campaign to the hash rate buyers because they're trying to get more people to rent the hash rate. If they're not renting hash rate, they're not making money. And if they're not making money, you guys using NiceHash is not making any money either. So they came out with this solo mining thing. And the solo mining is try to mine a block. There's 3 different packages, X amount of hash rate for X amount of time, and obviously a price difference between them all. And you have a chance to hit the block. And if you hit the block, obviously you get the full block reward. And then I think a lot of people have been trying this solo mining thing out. And because of it, the miners are getting, you know, sometimes some decent payouts here once or twice every couple days using NiceHash because all these buyers are coming in and competing to try to hit these solar blocks at this point in time. So that's kind of what's going on there. I think you're not profit switching to the best coin. I've seen a few things out there where people are like, is Ergo the most profitable coin to mine now? This is back when Ethereum was still here and, you know, the most profitable. But, you know, it'd pop up and NiceHash would swap to Ergo. And it's like, whoa, why is it Ethereum? How's Ergo the most profitable? It's the most profitable now? Awesome. NiceHash switched to it. It does not do that. It'll move to whatever coin a buyer is paying for, making, if you don't realize what's going on with NiceHash, you think that's the most profitable coin. You can go to what to mine, and it could be the least profitable coin on what to mine, but because a buyer wants that coin right now or something, he probably paid an increased fee and converted that hash rate and became the highest bidder, and that's why you are profitable on. Same thing falls back in like 2017, 2020, or 2018, and whenever ETC was going through all of its hacks there. I had a 2060 KO, and I've said this story multiple times, but we always may have new people here, and some of these new people may be on NiceHash and not realize it. But I had a single 2060 KO in my gaming PC at the time, and I was making anywhere from 60 to $1.20 a day. It was switching between Raven Coin and other things, and then all of a sudden it hit Dagger Hashimoto, and it was at like $3.40 for the day. I'm like, oh my gosh, this 2060 KO in a bear market. It's insane. It's making a lot of money. This is a good profit day today. Awesome. And then a couple days goes by and I find out Ethereum Classic underwent an attack, a 51% attack from NiceHash. Some buyer rented up all the hash rate, paid a premium for it, and then paid it out there. But as the miner standpoint, a lot of people that don't realize what's going on with NiceHash are like, oh yes, NiceHash is extremely profitable today. This is awesome. Meanwhile, you just destroyed a coin, and look what we're dealing with now. 4-day confirmations, 3 days here to exchanges, yada, 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 and they're still trying to pull out of it. But this is also what happened with Neoxa. it got attacked through mining rig rental type of platforms as well. So this is what's going on there. You may think it's making you a lot of money, but you may also be hurting these coins. So just know what you're doing when using this. And that's where I came to the beginning here about the FPGA actually kind of thing is these new platforms, they're making it nice, easy, and simplified. One click, go, mining, good to go. But you don't know what's going on. You have no clue what you're mining or how mining works. But NiceHash bypasses the whole learning process and just brings in mindless zombies. And, you know, their PR team tells you this is what it's doing and you believe it when that's not what's going on. It is not profit switching, not doing any of this. It comes down to NiceHash making money off buyers and then them giving you a part of that fee is pretty much the whole NiceHash thing in a nutshell. Anyway, Rabid, which pool you mine Duro? I mine Duro to my own nodes, but currently right now I am on the community pool. Well, my node is currently down because I am working with Hansen, who did, you know, throw together the community Duro pool. We are working on a Rabid mining community pool. So there will be an official Rabid Duro pool, not node, but pool releasing sometime very soon. So I will keep you up to date to that. But usually I mine to my own node. I am changing my node now into a pool, and it'll be duro.rabidmining.com will be the login, but it's not there yet. But yeah, there will be a Duro Rabid pool coming soon. Those attacks are real issues. Yeah, they're huge issues. They're massive issues. Like look at, like we just finished talking about Neoxa. They're dealing with that now, and these 12-hour confirmations is bad for a coin. They probably, when they pumped there that one time, they probably could have been maybe new levels. Who knows? They could have hit new all-time highs. At the same time, maybe the issues of the confirmations could have helped it hit new levels, and maybe it wasn't supposed to hit those heights. Think about it. You know, I kind of talked about this with Neoxa. It exploded like, what was it, 300, 400, 500% there? But that's because people were buying the coin, but nobody could sell the coin at that point in time. You see these pumps happening, you go to send your coin to the exchange. Now you got to wait 12 hours before you can even confirm it at the exchange to even sell that pump. By the time they get there, the pump may be done and over with. And now you're like, great, now I wasted whatever 0.00 whatever transaction fee, which isn't very much, but you know where I'm going. You just sent some coins to a missed pump that you totally missed because of 12 hours. So this does hurt coins in the long run. And if only people can buy the coin, it's kind of a misconception of the pump if nobody can sell but only buy. So obviously it's going to hit new levels. So there's a lot of uncertainty still going on with a lot of manipulation out there, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, you know, getting attacks from these rig rentals, it's a huge issue and a huge problem for some of these low market cap coins. Like seriously, think about it. Let's look down. Like, where is Neoxa? Look at Firo. Okay, it's at that. Where's Neoxa? It's at 1.33 terahash. That's not much hash rate at all, but that's actually pretty good, you know, compared to what it used to be at. Meowcoin. I think Meowcoin is probably front and center of the next one. Yeah, this is where early Neoxa looked at. 248 gigahash. That's not much hash rate at all. That would be fairly cheap to attack through using NiceHash or something. So I really believe Meowcoin really has to be careful at this point. Like, and it's funny. And I looked at, oh my gosh, this is the dumbest thing ever as well. So I wish I could find the article now. So NiceHash on their background, you know, what about 51% attacks, yada, yada, yada. Because as a buyer, you point to, so example, say I wanted to attack Meowcoin, for example. I set up my own node, set up my own pool, whatever, you know, node is pretty much the pool. You set that up in your own and you rent the hash rate for Bitcoin. You use the Bitcoin. That's why the miners get paid out in Bitcoin. Now I'm going to get paid out. I use my wallet and my node, whatever pool I want to point all the hash rate to through NiceHash and go to there. So I use my wallet, my pool, my whatever, and I point all that hash rate to Meowcoin. Now in the background, because you're the pool owner, you're using this malicious pool to run those double spend attacks, make hidden coins. You're changing the blockchain because you own the majority of the hash. And that's what's going on here. You pick as a buyer where that hash rate goes, what wallet you're mining it to, and then you're paying Bitcoin to NiceHash, which then pays the Bitcoin to some of the miners. So that's what's going on here with NiceHash. And Meowcoin only has 248 gigahash. It could be front and center, especially with the way you see everyone talking about Meowcoin on Twitter. This is how Neoxa started with its attack. All over the place. People start talking about it. So people start talking about Twitter all over the place. We're doing this. We're doing that. Next go to. But if you don't have the security on your chain, I would try to stay out of the spotlight, at least for a little while. And we're looking at early Neox here. So, you know, within a month or two, we could see Meowcoin get these attacks. And if they get attacked, exchanges are going to follow suit. They're going to up the confirmation time, just like we saw with Neoxa. And if you get attacked a couple times, exchanges can say, no, we don't want you anymore. So now you spent all this time trying to get listed. Now you're unlisted. What are investors going to do at this point once you no longer have a listed coin anywhere? You can't buy it. You can't sell it. It's a useless garbage coin. You could have all the hopes and dreams in the world for your coin, but if there's no market for it, say goodnight. And that can happen if you get attacked too many times. It almost happened to Ethereum Classic and, you know, some other coins. So keep these things in the back of your mind. Don't just go for the easy expansions and stuff. Anyway, there's that. Also, if you could make complete 40-minute videos with CPU mining with software part 2, select the CPU selection. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, a lot of people, you guys are into the CPU stuff. You guys need more videos by the sound of things, but what do you mean by the CPU software part? Are you talking about the BIOS itself, or are you talking about like XMRig and CPU miner GR, like the mining program itself? Yes, ETC still takes for a while. Like I'm mining ETC and ZIL and stuff on the Ipollos and Jazz miners, and it takes 4 days. Once I get my payout, it takes 4 days to actually show up in the wallet. And I was talking to them because every time they tweet something like, when are you going to drop confirmations? But it's not an ETC issue. I think straight wallet to wallet transfers on these coins are still, you know, their normal speeds. It's the exchanges that did this. It's the exchanges because they don't want to deal with fake coins. Like when you double spend an attack, like what happened with Neoxa, can't remember the exact numbers, but say they mined out 5 million coins. Now through there, they reorged the blockchain because they had all the hash rate, and they made themselves, they doubled it. So they had 10 million coins for only mining 5 million. And then they went and sold it all instantly before that. So increasing the confirmation stops that from happening on the exchange side, which is why the exchanges increase those confirmations. And it's up to the exchanges at this point in time, as far as I am aware, to drop that back down. So that's what I gathered out of ETC when I tweeted to them, like, when are you going to drop this? And they said, I don't know. Why don't you just ask the exchanges? So that's where I kind of got the idea. The exchanges are the ones that put these increased confirmations on. So you're going to have to actually talk to the exchanges to drop this. So that comes down to probably Binance, everyone, crypto.com, Coinbase, everybody, ETC, they increased it all to prevent this to happening on their platform. And, you know, obviously I think ETC is getting fairly safe at this point, and they should probably relook into this, and it'd probably bring more value. Remember, as an exchange, all they care about is trading fees. They make their money off all the traders trading the coins back and forth. So you'd think that would increase trading fees and income by dropping those confirmations back down, because ETC did see, well, it has quite a bit of hash rate now. It's going to be very hard and expensive. I think you need, in order to actually attack ETC with their whatever they have on right now, I can't remember what it's called, but you need like 4 or 5 times the hash rate. It's not 51% anymore to attack ETC. You need like 200, 300, 400% in order to actually attack ETC. So at this point in time, with their current level of hash rate, I do think they're fairly safe. All right, so there's that. Mining program on Hive OS. Okay, so yeah, I can look into, so pretty much how to CPU mine on Hive OS, setting up your flight sheet with XMRig, you know, the XMRig forks for certain coins, so on. So that's kind of what you're looking at. You can look into something like that for you for sure. I wonder, does people even care about Neoxa? I don't know. Well, it's hard to say. That's what I mean. Like, the coin's going up, people are buying it, so there's something going on. There's some people care about something with it for sure. It has potential. Like I said, there's a lot of gamers out there. If gamers start adapting ways to earn potential crypto, like myself, before I was a miner or anything, I was a gamer. I had started with my gaming channel, Rabid Gaming. Check it out, guys. But Rabid Gaming, the gaming channel, that was my first channel. I was doing that before I even really started crypto mining. And then I slowly turned my gaming PC into a crypto miner, and then I just expanded from that point on. It all started with my gaming PC. So there's more gamers out there that are probably going to, one day be like, hey, you know what? I'm making some money here. I can upgrade my PC for free. You can upgrade your PC, every year or two for free, even if it's just a GPU, even if it's just a CPU, whatever. the point is you're not using your money that you get from your job or something. You're earning crypto while mining or playing a video game. It's like, okay, new GPU, awesome. I'm going to go buy it. Why? Because my PC bought it for itself. Like, it's a no-brainer. And a lot of gamers don't understand this. All they look at is, what the blogs are saying, what video cards is telling people, what gaming channels are telling people, oh, the miners are buying all the GPUs. Oh, the miners are doing this, the miners are doing that. But once gamers might actually, get off their mindless zombie complaining train and actually look into what's going on, they might be like, oh, wow, okay, this is probably a good idea. I'm just saying. So, I kind of want to go that route too and try to, encourage more gamers to maybe start mining and using that same mentality, because initially, like I said, I was a gamer, and now look at, now I'm like a full-fledged miner. Anyway, but yeah, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of, mostly my gaming channel is gaming, but I'm probably gonna do a little bit of crypto content with stuff like that. Like, you know what? My PC can upgrade itself for free. I'm gonna do stuff like that on my gaming channel because it makes sense as a gamer to do so. And just a lot of people don't understand crypto or understand how it works, and that's how a lot of that works. Mindless zombies complaining train. Play GTA then. Play GTA. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. The little ones around me a lot. That's a little too mature. I try to stay away from all like the big mature type of games because you got to stay family oriented with most of the stuff, even on the gaming channel. The little one running around, things like that. But I was thinking about trying Destiny 2 again, though. It's been so long. I used to love the first Destiny. I didn't really like what they did with part 2, but at the same time, I loved playing Destiny. So I might rip on that a little bit. At Bitcoin Miner, they have an update. I want to upgrade my farm on Bitcoin Miner and Roblox. So I'm probably going to do a video later on today. Hey, Fudweiser, all you guys that play Bitcoin Miner on Roblox, I'm probably going to do a 50K, inflation here, maybe later today or tomorrow. Sometime this weekend, I'm trying to do it because I want to record a video on that and stuff for the gaming channel. So probably do something like that here soon for you guys out there that are doing that. And if you guys are unfamiliar with the gaming channel, let's find it. Rabid Gaming. Obviously, we got Mike Baldwin's hanging out on Arc there, and I got to get him 1.1. So I got to get him, or not get him. I got to go back there and play some stuff and upgrade some stuff with him. But here's the gaming channel for you, those of you guys, if anybody cares. That's the Rabid Gaming channel where we play games and stuff. Budweiser's working tomorrow, so maybe I have to do that 50K later today. That's all right. I can record the video and clips, so we can just drop the 50K and I can figure out what to do with it after. So yeah, maybe later today we'll drop that 50K for you, Fudweiser. Hi, do we have any website like What to Mine only dedicated for CPU mineable coins only? Yes, right here. Let me find the link for you. Rabid Mining CPU mining calculator. Right there. That one's for CPU coins. Now, it only has presets currently on Ryzen 3 and 5000 series. You can submit your hash rates to help out here. So this little button here, simply click on that and it'll ask you for the CPU you have, like Intel, whatever, put whatever you have. And you don't have to put all the hash rates, whatever you do know. But I do encourage some of you guys to help out with some of those other less unknown CPUs for mining so we can get all your hash rates in here. So you can just, if you're doing Ghost Rider, get your average hash rate. Maybe if you know what the power consumption is, that's all you have to send. If that's all you know, that's all you have to send. But we need various CPU models and hash rates in here so that we can update the presets with more and more CPUs. So it's a growing thing. It's going to take the community to get this thing perfect. I don't have every CPU in the world. I only got, like I said, the 3900, 3950, 5900, 5950, and the 7950X. I do have a 3700X, which I could probably rip out of the little one's PC and then probably do proper testing on that sometime here soon. But other than that, those are the only CPUs I really have. So I do need a lot of you guys to help out and send in your hash rates across like various other coins and CPUs. But yeah, that will help out with profitability. Is there a way to contribute to this site? What do you mean by contribute? Explain. But hash rates, yeah, you can fill out that sheet for sure. You can come in the Discord. We do have the CPU mining profitability calculator in the Rabid Mining Discord. Go down, where is it? Down, 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 down. GPU, no GPU coins. So CPU mining profit calculator, you can come into here. You can give some hash rates and information or suggestions for it. This is actually the dev that does it right now, Stipulated Fat Cat. He's the one that is actually putting that together within my website. So you can talk to the dev himself right here. And yeah, we just need everything we can. Is there a way to contribute with the hash rates? Yeah. Two ways. Like I just showed, Discord, you can come in there and let us know your hash rates, or fill out this right here by simply clicking here. It'll ask you for your CPU and stuff. Actually, you know what? Let me just move this somewhere. I'll just kind of show you what's going on here. So yeah, here is that thing in a nutshell. So if you come into here, you can see it asks you for your CPU. So it'll ask you for your CPU and stuff. And then you pretty much power draw, different algorithms, yada, yada, yada. You just fill it out. Hash rate for Astrobot, power draw, pufferfish, hash rate, power draw, yada, yada. And you just fill that out, submit it, and then we can get, like, you know, all the numbers together. Once we get an average of, you know, maybe multiple users sending in numbers for the same CPU, we can then kind of make our own preset here for people to use in the drop down. But first step is getting all the information in so we have an idea what to even put in there. So yeah, hopefully that helped. Is Raptorium good coin for CPU mining? Also, if you could make video on Raptorium Smart Node, how to begin with Smart Node on Raptorium. I think I did make multiple node videos. Like, do you mean hosting your own, or using something like iNodes or something? So I did do a couple on like iNodes and stuff, but yeah, hosting your node, I haven't got to that. I don't have enough coins to host my own node. You do need 1.8 million Raptorium to host a node, but I may do that in the future here. Let's see, load this up. Engage. So here, I do have mine in iNodes right here. So I'll just kind of bring it in big. I'll go to my stats here. So I got 1.758 million. So 1,758,000. So I'm like 42,000 short for the 1.8 million needed. Then payments getting around 949, 922, 920, 936 in daily payouts of Raptorium. So I don't even know what that works out. What's 949 is what I got this morning. Raptorium price, RTM price. CoinGecko 949. So that's $2.21 USD that, you know, I got today anyway. It's a little lower for the other days, I guess. 920. Where's the lowest one? 895. I got one at 895 here a couple days ago, or on the 29th. Then 901, 923, 981, 936, 920, 922, 945 for daily payouts. So that's not too bad. But once I hit 1.8 million, I'm thinking I will probably try to host maybe my own smart node. And then that way, because your own smart nodes, they won't compound. It'll just go to your wallet and sit there. I might have the payout address from the smart node go into iNodes here, and then it can start recompounding itself over and over and over again. So I might try to do that. I think that might be a good idea. That way, you know, I am holding all my own private keys within the full 1.8 million. It's not hanging out here. Now, I don't think iNodes is going to do anything bad. We also have Solid Nodes, and there is another hosting platform that is coming out very soon that's only going to have a 2% fee. And so that's still coming. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe just hosting my own once I get the full amount needed. And then I'll just, like I said, compound it within iNodes or something to just get that little bit extra. So we'll see what happens. I just upgraded to 200 amp panel. Oh, nice. I wish. I only have a 100 amp panel. There's only a 100 amp panel in my house. And that sucks. And the lines are underground, so I cannot afford to upgrade it because I do the wires that are coming in, they don't support 200 amps. So I have to update the wires, get bigger ones, and it's just going to be too expensive. So I can't do it. So that sucks. I'm really upset about that. But you just upgraded 200 amp panel and have now L14 30 amp. L14. Oh, that's what's it called? Is that a Europe thing? Because I think we usually use the L6 plugs here in North America when it comes for the PDUs and stuff. But yeah, L14 30 amp. Let me look at that. What's an L14? L14 30 amp plug. L13. Did I do that right? L14 30 amp. L14 30 plug. Amazon. Okay. Oh no, that's correct. That's not European. Interlocking. I gotta look. What's the L6? L6 30 amp. The Levington L6. Yeah, so this is the plug I got. L6 30p. That's almost like the same plug. What the heck's the difference here? I'm not sure what the difference here is. That locking. Huh. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Budweiser's only got a 60 amp total. Oh no. Darn. L14 30 amp is Canadian residential. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I got an L6 on my PDUs. Pretty sure it's an L6. I got to relook at it now. Next week, I fire up the nuclear power plant twist ties so that if you see a big cloud on the other side of the sea, it was me. Oh, we'll be seeing that on the news. Over here with 2x200 amp and insane prices, eventually putting one on commercial and the other on EV. Oh my gosh, you got two 200 amp panels? That's insane. I think that's what Panda just got. You got two 200 amps, which is 400 amp total. I wish I had that. Now, I do plan on revamping my little farm here for sure, but I'm still debating on how to do it all. I need to find another PDU. I want to split everything up and do different things and move the whole operation to a different wall. But yeah, interesting. You have 650 amps between two buildings. Nice. Wow. And I'm stuck at 100 amps. I'm stuck at 100 amps. Now, what is it? Mother-in-law actually owns a curling rink, and she said I could use some of the power, but it's all outdated, and I'm definitely gonna need an electrician to run through it. But it's crazy because the curling rink, I believe they're average average curling rink uses like 1,000,000 watts per year, like 1,000,000 kilowatt hours. So it's rated for a lot. It's got 3 transformers going into it. It's 3-phase power, and I think the breakers, it's around 200 amp 3-phase, which is quite a bit. But I'm not sure how to do it all, because I think I then got to convert that back into single phase for a lot of things. Now 3-phase would be good if you're getting those, Hydra freaking BTC miners, but I don't plan on getting any of those. But I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, see what happens. I might take over a curling rink to throw in a mining farm. That'd be kind of interesting. But yeah, it's all 3-phase power and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll see what happens. That's a ways away. There's another thing here. There's an industrial lot that's also for sale. I can't even remember. It's a few acres. It's pretty big. And I could probably load that thing up with, I don't even know, a lot of solar panels. Because it's all wide open too, south facing. So you could probably load it up with solar panels, have a big solar farm, and then have like a warehouse in the back. Throw full of rigs. So, there's that. But, all this stuff is so expensive. I don't know what to really do. I have plans. I just don't know. I just can't afford any of my plans. How Canadian curling rinks in every corner. Would your utility company consider putting a high voltage transformer at your house? 24K voltage on 100 amp lines, then cover it back to 200 amps. I'm not sure what they'll do, because there's no power lines here. Like about 2 blocks over is when the power lines end, and then everything's ran underground, and we just got street lights through the front. So our power income is actually coming from the street light in front of the house, going to the back of the house, all underground. So it's like 100 and some feet of underground cable. I don't think they can actually just put in it. Actually, no, the transformer box. Underground transformer box, I think, is in the neighbor's yard beside us. There's a big green box there that says power stuff on it. So I don't know if they could, maybe that's where the transformer for the underground is, but I don't know if they can update that, or I have no idea. I could ask them. They're really wondering why I needed to go to 200 amps. They're really questioning me. And I was like, well, what if I want to get electric car and stuff? You know, everyone's going to have to upgrade and yada, yada, yada. We have no, we have no infrastructure to support any of this stuff. And they said, yeah, we know. We'll check the local area. And if everyone is able to go to 200 amp, then you're allowed, because they need to make sure everyone there is able to upgrade if they had to and not blow up the transformers. And it looks like the transformers are capable of it in the area, so I can upgrade. But then, you know, everything's underground, so then it's like 3 or 4 times more expensive than an overhead line. I'm underground. Wow, I see no way to use that then. Oh, hi.
Just lived on here.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
I know. Yeah. Well. Oh yeah. Oh, you've been here for an hour and a half. Yeah. We'll wrap it up. I'll be upstairs soon.
I wanted to show you my crucifix flies.
Okay.
Like I put clay. I rolled it up and into like a string, and then put their hands together. So if they both fly, they will be stuck together.
Oh dear.
Can I try it?
I guess. Give it a shot.
Let's see if it works.
All right, so wow, I see no way to use that. So stop. I need power so badly. Okay, guys, I gotta go play some Gaming Addiction. Kick back again. Yeah. Stay safe, guys. All right, yeah. So anyway, with that being said, we've been here for a while, and I guess I better go upstairs and play with the little one. But we've been here for quite some time, so I appreciate everyone for up to this live stream. I will see you all in the next one. Rabid out.